It's like, oh shit, nice catch. It's like I'm camouflaged right now. You can't even see me. But yeah, it's 4:50 right now. I woke up at 4:30. Kind of reminds me back when I was a kid. Not kind of, it does. Reminds me when I was a kid. My dad used to wake me up at 4:30 in the morning, and we would go to the gym at 5, and we would work out until 7 o'clock before class. So I used to do this every single day. Haven't done it in a while, but it's not hard getting up. Super easy. But I'm going to make some pre-workout, and I'm going to hit the gym early today because I leave at 1, and I'm not going to be able to lift once I leave. So for me, like I said earlier, I'm a psychopath when it comes to the gym. Like, the gym is my utmost priority. It's just something I have to do, or else I don't feel good. So I'm gonna get my butt to the gym right now before 5 o'clock because Griff was talking shit. He said I wouldn't be there by 5, so I'll be there. And we got chest today. With my boy, Mr. 4-8, Airbnb millionaire. So what sets you apart from everybody else?
In the business realm, I've made sure to basically create the best programs that are available. We have the best teams. I hire the best people, and I think that has allowed me to push above and beyond everybody else. Because if you're just doing it by yourself, you can't cater to the most amount of people. And in terms of the properties that I've bought and done Airbnb with, I've hyper-focused in 2 to 3 central areas that have continued to increase in revenue and visitors and all this stuff year over year. And a lot of other places that people were investing during COVID, they got smoked. Like you see the Scottsdales, Phoenix, Vegas, all that stuff, they're all going downwards. All the areas that I'm in, Tennessee, Florida, and New York, are going up. So, there's a lot of time, energy, and effort that goes into figuring that out. But, I'm happy that we made the right decision.
100%. So I've known you for about a year now, and you've been on a fitness journey. How has your fitness journey helped you in your business?
There's a parallel between how hard you work in the gym and how hard you do everything else, right? Like if you're able to, I always tell this story. I have this like little voice in my head that I found about a year and a half ago, more so in the gym, but it's always kind of been in the back of my mind with business. And this little voice is like, my dad coached me all my years growing up. And so I think about my dad. I think about like a David Goggins when I'm working out, and when I don't want to do that last rep, or like I know that I have more in me, and I don't have a coach or somebody like you that's around to like really say, hey man, you got to push it to the next level. That's where the fucking gains are at. So for me, I got this little voice telling me, hey, 1 more, 2 more, motherfucker, dig in deep, like go harder. And that's allowed me not only in business but in the gym to really take things to the next level. And I'm not where I'm at exactly with my fitness journey. I'm 1 step at a time, and sometimes 2 steps backwards. But at the end of the day, that's really all that I can hope for.
100%. So you're saying there's a parallel between discipline in the gym and then discipline in your business. So it's like you have that little voice inside your head. It sounds like you, right? Like the voice sounds like you?
Yeah, it's me. It's future me thanking current me for putting in the fucking work.
Right.
Because you never want to leave the gym thinking that you left more on the table. I never want to leave work thinking that I left more on the table. There's larger goals that you're trying to accomplish. Yes, I weigh 169 right now. I want to be sitting 175 lean and strong. Can I get there tomorrow? No, but if I take it 1 day at a time, I can get there, right? It may be a year, maybe it takes 2 years, but it's possible.
All right, last question. What's your advice to anyone watching?
My advice to anybody watching, when it pertains to money, because that's really the world that I'm in, right? Like, you'd probably be the guy to ask about fitness stuff. I think that for fitness, the best piece of advice that I can give you is really care about what's going on in the kitchen and what's going on in your gut and what's going on in your stomach, because That is where I think that the true gains are made, and not just with your body, but with your, like with your brain too. Like mental clarity comes from the food that you eat. Not, I cut out gluten, I cut out grains, I cut out a lot of foods, and I'm not bloated, I don't have brain fog, and I'm able to execute my business at a very high level. From a business standpoint, I would say don't try and reinvent the wheel. Don't try and make the next Facebook. Don't try and make the next Instagram. What you need to do is find a mentor, somebody that's living a lifestyle that you'd like to live, and is pursuing a dream that you'd like to pursue. Figure out what their path was that they took to get there, and reverse engineer it. Work backwards. And yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go about things.
All right, so you heard it from the boy, the man himself, Mr. 4 to 8. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I went to bed at 12:30, 1 o'clock last night, up by 4:30. I'm here, I'm getting after it. It's like, when you're excited for something, it's like you're pumped and you're ready to go. But if you're like, oh man, I don't want to be doing this, then you're dragging ass. And I'm not about dragging ass. It's like, enjoy your life. Do the shit that you want to do. I just got done talking to Demo right now. He's bulking up too. And it's like, we're talking about ice cream, we're talking about all the meals that we're gonna be having. And one of the meals I'll be adding on, which you guys will see, blended oats with 1 scoop of ice cream, scoop of peanut butter. It's like a mass gainer, but homemade. It's super cheap, super simple, super easy, but highly recommend. And when you start putting that down, that's when you just start getting huge and you just blow up. All right, so we just finished up the workout. I'm looking pretty damn solid. It's so weird when you're learning about nutrition, or when you're like doing it on yourself. It's like, if you do the same stuff, your body kind of gets, I don't know, it just doesn't, it's not that it doesn't like it, it just gets used to it. So you have to like change it up. You have to like do certain cycles. It's like you're high one day, you're low the next day. Like, I'm still figuring it out myself, but again, I'm testing everything out on my own. But I was not expecting to look like this today. Like, I was expecting to get, bigger and poofier, but I'm running off nothing. Like, I don't have any food in my system, so I don't know if that probably does play a role into it, but I felt like I looked good today. I felt strong, like everything was just solid. So I'll keep you updated, but this is where we're at, so woo.
So we finally made it. We're in the Sequoia. I got a river behind me, I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, it was a light day to record, too busy traveling. But tomorrow should be filled with a lot of cool things. We're gonna go on some hikes, some trees, be in nature. I don't know, see what happens, but we're here, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.